Hi Ken, my name is Cheryl. So happy to meet you, and I'm so thankful that you could come in and talk to me today. So what brought you in?
Well, I have a lot of asthma attacks, and my parents told me I had to come here and to talk to you because I'm not taking my medications to control my asthma.
Okay, so you're here because your parents are really concerned that you're not taking your asthma medication. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So is it okay with you if we discuss the asthma attacks that you've been having?
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit more about these asthma attacks?
I just wish they were not so intense. I have ended up in emergency room a couple times in the last few months. So my parents are making a big deal about it.
Wow, so it sounds like you're frustrated with your asthma and your parents are very concerned. Can you tell me about the experience that you had at the hospital when you had these asthma attacks?
Yeah, I was playing basketball with my friends, and then I told them I have to leave when I couldn't breathe well, and my experience at the hospital was scary. There was so many people around me with my mom freaking out, and I was struggling to catch my breath, so it was not present.
Wow, so it sounds like it was a very scary situation for you and your mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's great that you have a passion playing basketball with your friends, but I think it's excellent that you know when it's time to stop because of your asthma. So what do you expect to get out of this session today?
Well, I need to figure out a way to manage my asthma, but it's frustrating because I just want to be a normal teenage without this issue, but I definitely don't want to go back to the emergency room.
I can definitely understand you wanting to fit in and be normal, as you say. Can you think of anything that you could do to help to control these asthma attacks?
Yeah, I guess I could take my medications, but I don't want to.
What is it about the medication that you don't like?
It's a pain, and I don't want to take the medication in front of my friends. It's embarrassing.
Okay, so I'm hearing that the medication itself isn't a problem, but taking it in front of your friends is an issue because it's embarrassing to you. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So is there anything that you think you could do to help alleviate or take away the embarrassment from you taking the medication in front of your friends?
I don't know. It's just a pain.
I can appreciate your frustration having to manage your asthma, but I do believe that you can find a solution. So I think it's fantastic that you love to play basketball with your friends, but can you remember a time when you were asthma free and because you took your medication, allowing you to enjoy the sports with your friends?
Yes, I can.
So when did you take your medication in that situation?
I took it before I left house to go play ball with my friends.
That sounds like a great strategy that you could implement. Would you be willing to continue to do that moving forward?
Yeah, it's just that I'm not always home, so that only works sometimes. Like it's an issue if I play ball after school, cause I don't go home first.
Okay, so it's more difficult for you to control your asthma when you're at school. So what do you think that you could do so that you're not at such a high risk for having these asthma attacks after school?
Well, I guess I could keep my medication in my bag or lab or locker or something. Maybe I could go to the washroom to take it, so they don't see me.
That's a great idea as well. I think that both of these strategies, it's good because it'll help you at least solve the problems of having the privacy and being able to take the medication so that you're not ending up in the emergency room.
Yeah, I guess when you think about it, it's not a big deal.
Right. So do you mind if I make one more suggestion that you can consider?
No, go ahead.
So I was thinking that it might even make it easier for you if you split up the medication and had some at school so that you don't have to worry every morning when you're getting ready to leave for school that you have to get it from the house. You could keep it maybe in your backpack or in your locker like you said. Do you think that might make the taking of the medication easier?
Yes, actually that is a good idea. I never thought of doing that.
Well, that's great. Now that you have some strategies to make this easier for you, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being not likely and 10 being the most likely, how likely are you to actually implement these strategies to managing your asthma?
I would say 8.
Okay, so why an 8 and not a 6?
Because I don't think it would be hard to make that change, especially if I had the medication at school and at home. It just makes it easier if I don't have to be thinking about the medication all the time.
That's great. So when do you think you'd be able to start trying to implement these strategies?
I can try starting on Monday next week. That will give me some days to organize my medication. I'm going to leave at school.
Well, I think that those are excellent ideas, and that I'm so glad we were able to actually come up with these strategies today. And now you can actually manage your asthma more easily. So just remember that you have the ability to come up with these strategies, and I'm glad that we had this chat, so now you're not so conflicted about your asthma. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss about your asthma today?
No. I think I had a good plan to stay out of the emergency room.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling more optimistic now. How does it sound to make an appointment a couple weeks from now so that we can come in and discuss your progress?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, so we'll do that. Thanks again for coming in, and I will see you in a couple of weeks.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye.